So my flashlight decided to run out of battery, so instead I'm resorting to use 2 lamps. Anyways, here's a film review on Wicked for Good. So, part 2's finally here. What did I think of it? Yeah, it's good. It is actually good. As someone who's never seen the first one, who's never seen the stage musical, I gotta say I was entertained with what was shown on the films. I think part 1 was a really good film, even if there were a few hiccups here and there, but I still enjoyed it. But I think For Good is not as strong as the first film, but it is definitely an entertaining film, I will admit that. I found everything in this to be very interesting, and I like how it was all tied in with the Wizard of Oz stuff. I think doing that was definitely the right angle to go when you're tackling the Wizard of Oz, and I found all the connections with the Wizard of Oz to be really, really compelling and entertaining. Though, surprisingly enough, I was expecting that the Wizard of Oz elements was going to be utilised a lot more than it actually was. I mean, characters like the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion were only in their iconic versions for like 3 scenes at most, and the most interesting of the bunch, for the Scarecrow, whilst he is in the film a lot more, I was expecting a lot more of it than what we got. To be honest, it felt a little bit unsatisfying for me. Again, I've not watched the stage musical, so there's that. But I was kind of expecting a lot more Wizard of Oz in this adaptation of the Wizard of Oz. But for yeah. Anyways, I really liked the relationship between Glinda and Elphaba, of how tragic it was for us. It was really tragic to see 2 friends fall apart in the end due to unfair circumstances. And I found, quite frankly, the Wizard of Oz, I found him more compelling than hateable, let's be honest. But Madame Morrible, no, she's just horrible, let's be honest. For the side characters, I found Fiera to be entertaining enough, and just all in all, it was just entertaining, I guess. That's just pretty much it. I think a lot of my problems, again, like I said, is just how less Wizard of Oz there is, but it didn't really bother me that much. It was an entertaining film, and I very much enjoyed myself.